Hello everybody, how are you today? Guess what? Okay, I'm gonna try and Macy, stay out of the hostas. She ate one of our hostas like right down to the nubs not too long ago, so she has to be monitored. Also, I'm fighting 15 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, so hopefully I am talking loud enough. I'm actually getting started on a really quick project. I have been given the approval and the go-ahead to start a sunflower patch. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to be nice and hyperlapse the really, labor-intensive part, which is not really that bad because all we're doing is we are using, if you've followed me for the last year, over here there were two colored metal beds. They were probably about a foot deep, and we took them out and we put up the new cinder block bed over there. And so metal beds are being rehomed over here, and I'm gonna get some weed barrier down and get them filled with some potting soil because I have some sunflowers that I have seed started that need to go into the ground today. So without any further ado, let me go on ahead and turn you around and get this project started. All right, so the sunflowers that I have seed started, they're part of a sunflower mix. If you watched my seed starting video, you probably saw it on there. So I have absolutely no idea what we're gonna get as far as look of the sunflower, or actually even height, because last year when we planted these in the permaculture area, we ended up having sunflowers that were about 7 foot tall, and these were only supposed to get to like 5 feet. So I am not joking at all when I say that I have no idea what these are going to look like, how big they're going to get over here, because we're definitely doing things differently this year. And the way I am planting these is going to be a V. So I'm doing the ones that I've seed started here. Here's I think that's a zinnia. Doesn't help this tray. Roxy ended up stepping all over the top of it. So things are a little bit not in the right places. It's what happens when your mini greenhouse ended up failing on you a little bit early. But anyway, I'm doing these in a zigzag position so that we can fit more in these containers out here. And the other thing I'm doing, these are the peat pots that I had started in, if you had seen that video. And I'm actually taking the peat off because, do you see how tiny those roots are? Okay, now they've desperately gone through because these need to be transplanted, but when the roots are spreading into soil, you really don't want any more, I'm gonna move you down here with me to this next bed. You really don't want any more resistance than necessary to get them to root. So I just take the peat pot off, and that just kind of came about because I started to notice, probably 5 years ago, when a lot of the stores were putting plants in peat pots, I was noticing that the peat pots did not seem to break down over the season, and my plants struggled when I left them in the peat pots and just put them directly in the soil. Maybe you have a different experience, I don't know. That's just something that I noticed, so I've been taking them out of peat pots ever since. You can go on ahead and put those peat pots in a compost bin if you want to, and it will break down over time. It's just one season for a plant does not seem to be enough time to get the peat to break down. Okay, so we have 5 direct sown in here, and then I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to finish our V, and this is just a staggered planting method. We had kind of talked about that a little bit a few weeks ago. Let's see, I've got to find, I think I have my sunflowers in a separate box. Yes, I do. Okay. So, if you had seen this video back, I think it was like a month or so ago, it's called a Sunflower Crazy Mixture. There's 1,000 seeds, and it consists of 10 plus sunflower varieties. And here are the varieties that it includes: Autumn Beauty, Velvet Queen, Lemon Queen, Red Sun, Evening Colors, and more. So it's like a surprise garden bed, which is probably my favorite. For those of you who don't know me very well, and those of you who do know me well will know that this is the truth. I don't like matchy-matchy. Like, my biggest pet peeve is when people buy all the same furniture, matching sets. Drives me nuts. I can't tell you why. I just don't like it when things match. My family gets a kick out of it. Alright. And I am planting these a little deeper than they recommend here. So, depth of a 1/2 inch. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It's windy and there's tree pollen. It's a bad combination for me. All right, now we're coming back over to our other bed here. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And I'm just doing a V or a Z. Either one will save you space in a garden bed, especially if you're container gardening like this. You definitely don't have to do this. There's plenty of people that have great success doing everything in a row, but I am trying to get as many sunflowers in these beds as I can. And I was surprised because my mom actually said we might need to get one more, and then we can put another one out here and do some more sunflowers out that way. Woo! Sorry about the wind, guys. If I could control nature. but I cannot. I am not that powerful. All right. Those guys are officially in now. All I'm going to do is water them in really well, and we should see some germination within a week, actually, of planting these. So hopefully you guys will be seeing some footage on this very, very shortly. Very excited. The only other thing I need to do is work on my zinnias. I love zinnias, and I've got some different varieties of zinnias this year, so I really, really am crossing my fingers, hoping and praying that they do well. All right, so let me go on ahead, get the hose going, get these guys watered real well, and get the rest of the garden watered as well. I'll see you on the next one. As always, guys, keep it simple, natural, and essential. Mwah.